If you're a beginning guitar player, I'm going to teach you the 3 easiest and best chords to learn first. Before we start, if you're struggling with bar chords, I've got a free guide that'll get you playing bar chords in 5 minutes. Visit guitargympro.com/bar-chords. We've got 3 chords we're going to learn: D sus, C sus, and G5. That's sus, S-U-S, short for suspended. There's a reason it's called that, but if you're here for an early guitar lesson, don't worry about the reason, just know that's the name. D sus, C sus, G5. Now, the reason we're going to learn these chords is because they use pivot fingers. That means fingers that stay put on the guitar neck, that don't move. We're not having to spider crawl our hand all over the guitar. We park it up and we move one finger at a time to make all 3 of these chords. Let's start by learning D sus. We're going to take our pinky and we're going to put it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. We're going to take our ring finger and we're going to put it on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So they're right next to each other. Both are on 3rd fret. Pinky's on 1st string, 3rd fret. Ring finger's on 2nd string, 3rd fret. We're going to take and we're going to put our index finger down, our pointer finger, on 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And we're going to strum strings 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the 4 closest to the floor. That's D sus. Now for all 3 of these chords, our ring finger and our pinky are going to stay in the exact same spot. So the first exercise I would have you do with this D sus chord to make sure it gets in your brain and in your fingers would be to just lift it up and make the chord again. Pinky 3rd fret 1st string, ring finger 3rd fret 2nd string, index finger 2nd fret 3rd string, and strum strings 4 through 1. I maybe repeat this exercise where I'm letting go. I call it a grab and release. 8, 10, maybe 12 times till I'm pretty comfortable with it. Feel free to pause the video to do that now. Let's move on to the C sus chord. So we're going to have our pinky and our ring finger in the same spot. 3rd fret of the 1st string and 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Instead of having our index finger down, we're going to put our middle finger on 3rd fret of the 5th string. We're going to strum strings 5 through 1. Now instead of doing our grab and release, we're going to use our pivot fingers, fingers 3 and 4, our pinky and ring finger. We're going to change back to that D sus chord, and then to our C sus, and then to our D sus, and then to our C sus. And for our 3rd chord, all we have to do is move our middle finger from 5th string to 6th string and play G5. Now the goal would be to rotate through all of these chords. We would start with D sus, C sus, and then G5, and then D sus, and then C sus, and then G5, and then D sus, and then C sus, and then G5. Go ahead and play those along with me. Rewind, slow down, maybe 3/4 speed, maybe half speed if it's a little quick for you. But the key takeaway here, the reason these chords are so powerful for beginners is because our ring finger and our pinky are getting worked out passively. Once you set them down, they don't move, but they're still doing the work and you're still getting the benefit. The best part is you can play a bunch of songs with only these 3 chords. You can play Sweet Home Alabama. You can play Leavin' on a Jet Plane. You can play Love Me Do. You can play Wonderful. You can play The Joker. You can play You Shook Me All Night Long. And you can play Love on the Weekend. There's so many songs that have these 3 chords in them. And by learning with these pivot fingers, you're going to build strength in the hardest fingers to use. So when you go to learn your next set of chords, it's going to be even easier than when you learn these first 3. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more videos like this one. Leave a comment below and let me know which songs I mentioned you want me to do a video for. Remember, if you're having a hard time with bar chords, I've got a free guide that'll walk you through it at guitargympro.com/bar-chords.